what the heck? There was Christmas music on there, and then I tried to switch it, and I ended up switching it to a copyright song. Hold on. I'm still trying to get a couple more things going. Why? Because I'm on the wrong playlist. All right, one more song, you guys, and then we will start. Okie dokie. Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Welcome to Grow the Info. I hope that you're all doing well. Let's see if we have anybody joining us this morning. Not yet. That's okay. I know I do the early streams. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, though, when you watch this later on. And thank you for joining us. Here, I like to bring you good information that you can verify yourself and show you kind of what's going on without any kind of narrative or spin on it. And so I hope that's what you like. I'm going to go through a little bit of the background information of what we are about to watch, which is a hearing on online marketing and the digital economy. So this is the fifth part in a series that the House has been conducting on this kind of topic, on digital marketing and how it especially affects things like newspapers and other media outlets, and how it affects businesses as well. So the other parts, I have looked back and watched a little bit of them. I do remember watching some of them back before I started streaming, and I'm probably going to be pulling clips of them and putting this one and putting them all into one nice little thing that you guys can watch, so that you don't have to switch between all the different hearings. But the first one, if you are an independent journalist or an alternative media type, then go on to the House Judiciary Committee YouTube page, and they still have uploaded, of course, the first part in the series, which they talk a lot about how online marketing and stuff affects, they're talking about local newspapers and, the small ones they're talking about. But I mean, I think a lot of us kind of view ourselves as being like, the small journalists and stuff now. So it was a little bit interesting to see some of the things that they were saying And it seems like the government is trying to find a way to work with platforms to promote what they see as, like, good information and stuff. There was a YouTuber I was watching recently. I forget who it was. Somebody mentioned on one of their streams that YouTube had even released a policy statement saying that they were going to start promoting the more known, media networks and stuff. Like, they're going to promote Washington Post over, like, a video that a truther makes, because the truther is not, they don't have the credible background, of journalism. But journalism is just, reporting on what's going on. There are many different types of journalists. You don't have to be paid by some big company to be considered a journalist. So, this stuff really does affect a lot of us that are trying to spread the information about anything that's going on with the government or any kind of world events or anything. We're kind of considered the underdogs, I guess, of media. And so this stuff does apply to us, even though they are talking about some of the bigger companies. So we are going to be watching the stream on that, and I am going to go through quickly a few things that I found regarding this. So the people that they're having for the witnesses, it's kind of an interesting panel, and I'm going to show you who they are, or rather, I guess, what their background is. In the description box, you will find a list of the witnesses, and I couldn't find any, like, real white papers or reports that they were attaching to this hearing, but they might have some other stuff attached on the congress.gov website on the previous hearings. So if you want to dive into this fully, then, congress.gov and house.gov probably still has some information on the previous ones as well, and I will be trying to make a shorter, concise video of all of the hearings. You know how it is. They take like an hour and a half to discuss something. So let's switch over to our other view so that I can show you who these people are. And let me find, okay, I do have it pulled up on here. And again, thank you so much for joining and watching, and if you guys could hit that thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it. And I appreciate every single minute that you guys spend here, because that watch time does trigger the algorithms to promote your stuff more, and the more people see your work, then, according to a lot of standards, that's apparently what is considered, reputable journalism. It's the mainstream media that half the time gets stuff wrong. That is much more reputable than an independent journalist that reports on the facts, right? That makes a lot of sense, but that's the kind of standards that we're dealing with today. Are you guys on the right view? Yes, you are. Okay, so if you click on, this is house.gov, and if you click on today where it says Friday, January 17th, you see it says 10 a.m. Online Platforms and Market Power, Part 5. So if you click on that, you will see this. And so they don't have any white papers or anything attached to it, but they do have a witness list. Now usually I'm just, okay, witness list, I don't know who these people are, whatever, and I just like copy and paste it. But I saw pop sockets. I know what pop sockets are. And so I was like, okay, they're talking about online platforms. Who are these people? So I looked up who the companies are, not so much the people, but the companies. So first we have Patrick Spence, CEO of Sonos. If you don't know, Sonos is, and I can't stay on their pages obviously too long because they'll flag me and stuff, but they are a tech company that has to do with fancy speakers like Alexa and stuff like that. Think of that. Fancy speakers, fancy technology, fancy stuff. Okay? David Barnett, founder and CEO of Pop Sockets LLC. We all know what pop sockets are, but they also sell a whole lot of other digital stuff. They have the cool little holder things, but they also do like to promote other, digital goodies and everything. But I mean, the dude from Pop Sockets is going to be on the witness panel in a House hearing. It's kind of welcome to 2020, everybody. All right, David Heinemeier, Hansson, co-founder and CTO, Basecamp LLC. Basecamp, I've never heard of them before. It is one of those apps and businesses where you can pull in everybody that's working on a project or everybody at your company. And of course, when you sign up for something like this, in order for them to be able to send you any kind of notification or an update or whatever that somebody else has posted, any way that they can keep you updated on this, you have to attach your email address to this. Now, of course, our email addresses nowadays are through mostly like Gmail and Yahoo and stuff like that. There are a few people that still use like Proton Mail and some encrypted sources, but a lot of us, especially for business kinds of emails, it's just linked to like Gmail and Yahoo, and they track your stuff like crazy. Of course they do. You know, I mean, Google has their whole own ad campaign, and the only way that they can target ads to you is to track your data. So of course they're going to take advantage of that, and so then you are linking now this company to all of your other data, essentially, which is actually why I don't use StreamYard, even though it would probably be easier and, you know, probably go a little bit better and everything. That's actually why, is because I would have to link it to my Gmail account, and I'm not going to do that. So, you know, there's that little bit of information. Okay, so Kirsten, Daru, Vice President and General Counsel of Tile. What is Tile? I've never heard of that. Have you guys heard of Tile? Maybe you have. You're probably more in the know than I am. My children are coming to say hello. So Tile is this little gadget guy that, and again, I know I got to scroll so you guys can't really read it, but if I don't, they're going to tag me and stuff. But the small finder that sticks to anything like small electronic devices and outdoor gear, it says right there. So, you know, it's an easy way to find stuff that you have lost. How convenient, right? How awesome that you can just easily, you know, you can just put these little GPS tracker stickers on your stuff and then have stuff tracked.
Some juice for me?
Okay, all right, you go get your cup. Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then I'll put it on the be right back screen, okay? Sorry. Okay, let's... Okay, I don't need to show you that. And then this is the House Judiciary YouTube page where you can find, if you go to videos, and obviously you have to search through and look for where it says online platforms and stuff, but they're on there. All right, let me go take care of my child quickly, and then I will come back and we'll discuss a little bit more about this. And then the hearing is set to start at 9 o'clock, and I haven't seen them pull up a live stream of it. Hopefully they do. If they don't, then I don't know. We'll just talk more about it. All right, so thank you everybody for watching, and make sure that you're subscribed, and you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, and I will be right back. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's see if they have put anything up yet for the live stream. Oh, come on, you guys. You got 15 minutes. I really hope they stream it. So how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. Hey, Tinfoil, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so let me take a sip of coffee. Sorry, I needed something to drink too. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about... It's gonna fall over. Hold on. I don't want my coffee to fall over. Facial recognition hearing that just happened just the other day. So if you did not see that, then that is in our video section, and you should really check that out. It's kind of long, but I think it's worth the watch. And I did go through the reports that they attached to that regarding facial recognition and the issues that they have had surrounding that, and how they are talking about how irises will be much easier to scan and is a better way to tell people's identity and stuff. So if you're interested in that, you should definitely check that out. But these ad companies and stuff and these platforms. First of all, let's start off with how the platform makes money. How a free platform like YouTube makes money, for example. So YouTube makes money because you upload your content to it, and then people watch your content. And when they make money is when they put an ad on there, so that way you are watching, the ad before whoever person's content. That's why they want your content to be ad friendly and stuff. That's why they're going after people that are not ad friendly, because they can't make money off of them, So when they put the ad up, YouTube gets a large percentage, of course, and then you as the creator get a much smaller percentage. If you're a creator, then I'm sure that you've probably looked into the rates. My internet, you better not crash internet. The rates of how much you earn, like per view and per video and stuff, can be really low, and that's why some of these YouTubers are having to resort to kind of mainstream media tactics, where they're leading with these big headlines or vague thumbnails that are just, every single video is titled something like, oh my goodness, and because they're trying to draw you in so that you watch their content, because they're trying to make that small percentage of money that the bigger platform, YouTube, is making. So these platforms are making a killing off of it. Not only that, but because they want their content to be ad-friendly, the advertisers actually get to call the shots on what content gets filtered and what doesn't. So if a big company like, let's say, Walmart is like, well, we don't want you to post anything, we don't want to have anything on your platform that has anything to do with finance or global economies and stuff, because it's giving us a bad name. They're talking about Walmart, they're giving us a bad name, it's bad for our revenue, so we are not going to pay for ads on your platform. We're not going to give you money unless you make sure that your platform is something that we want to be associated with. And so then YouTube is like, oh, okay, well then we'll just make this algorithm and that algorithm. Actually, it's Google now. They own YouTube. So they make all of the algorithms, of course. And, sometimes you have to even, as a smaller creator or a small business person, you have to pay for the services of advertising companies, and they're a big part of the problem. But you can't get word out about yourself and about what you're trying to do, your business or your work or anything, unless you try to play the same game that the mainstream media and these big companies and stuff are trying to do. So then we all end up just doing the same kind of thing, And back to filtering and how they filter, they not only filter things by what their companies and stuff, or the people that are paying for ads for them, what, they want. It's also things that you want. So something like Facebook. Oh, I have a good example of with my own phone. I have a good example. So something like Facebook can actually track your facial expression. Okay? And it uses that data to know how you feel about an ad, and then they can give that information to the person that bought the ad space, to whatever company you saw the ad of. And they can say, hey, people are not responding well to this ad that you posted. Here are some pointers that our advertising company has for you to, maybe get a better reaction and to make people want to buy your stuff. Or, hey, your ad's getting great reactions, so you need to keep doing more of that. And how they do this is that most phones actually now come with things built in and apps built in that read your eye movement or your facial expression. I talked in the facial recognition stream a little bit about something like Snapchat, and then AOC said it too. She said, people think that they're going to put on cute puppy dog ears, and they don't realize that that information is being harvested and sold to a company. And that's exactly what's happening. So something like Facebook has Facebook Messenger attached to it, right? And it has those little funny face things and accessories and stuff that you can put over it. Well, what that means is that Facebook has to have the software in it, the actual app, like in, the background of it. It has to have the ability to be able to turn on your camera and to change what the camera is seeing. It has to be able to read your face enough that it knows when you're opening your mouth or where your eyes are. It has to keep that filter on your face. And people aren't going to use the apps where, they move just a little bit and the thing just completely goes off their face. That's why they're so good now, and you can move all over and you can just do a video and talking and have this beautiful filter that erases all your wrinkles and everything, And they're using that to be able to pull the information on ads. So on my phone, the example I had for on my phone is it has a hands-free reader function. So what that means is that I can have my phone, I can turn that on my phone, and this is an old phone. It's a Galaxy S4. It's old. It is almost 7 years old, okay? And this phone, I can turn on that function, and it runs in the background. I can be on whatever web page or anything, and I can move my hand over it, and it will scroll the page. Or I can turn on the eye reading function, so I can be sitting there with it in front of my face, and when I look up or down, like when I get to the bottom of the text at the page, it will start scrolling down. So how does it do that? It scans your eyes. It's reading your face, And what that also means is because it's running in the background when the web page is up, and it's not like it has a little picture-in-picture, a little visual thing of your camera. So it has a function to run in the background and to scan your face and read your face and do all this stuff. And it's just a function that's on people's phones now, Which brings me to another wonderful thing that I wanted to mention. Sometimes just talking like this is good because you end up getting more information out sometimes, I guess, than just reading through papers. But this morning I actually saw an ad, and I'm not sure if you guys have seen this or not. I do look up a lot of SEO and investor and money kinds of videos and stuff. I think it's important to be aware of that. I don't like money. I hate fiat currency, but I like to watch what they're doing with it. So in an ad that was shown to me, because YouTube is like, oh, she must have money to invest. No, I don't. But it shows me the videos of products that people are trying to push on investors. So the people that have the money, the people that are willing to invest in these products that might be harvesting our data and stuff, sometimes I get to see those. And I saw a great one today that was talking about this new fancy little piece of technology that you can, that is built into phones and is all in all the latest 5G phones, and that all of the manufacturers, the top manufacturers that are making 5G phones are buying this piece of equipment from the same company, and so you need to jump on this offer and blah blah blah, and being like, hey, come get this thing so that you can have all of the phones. We can have all of the phones in the world that has this little piece of technology that connects to the 5G networks. It's all going to be from one company. So, or at least, mostly from one company, because they said that the 5 largest companies that are producing 5G phones are using something from a single company. Gee, I wonder what that company could be. I wonder if that company starts with an H and is maybe based in China. That's just a guess off the top of my head, So, okay. I guess that's all the ranting and everything that I wanted to do about that. Another thing, too, actually, that I was just talking to my boyfriend about this morning, actually, was because he was looking for something on Second Amendment, okay, and that he had seen on his Facebook feed. So he goes back scrolling through trying to find it. And my lighting, hold on one second. And it's a little bit better. That's what I have to do with my camera. Okay, so he's scrolling through and he's trying to find it. And he can't find it. And he's like, I hate how Facebook does this. And they filter stuff and everything, and I'm like, well, yeah, because they know not only what you click on, but they also know just how you're reacting. So you're scrolling through your feed and you see something about Trump, or you see something about Pelosi, maybe it's something positive about either one. And then you look at it and you smile and you're like, that's cool, awesome, Well, Facebook harvests that data. Okay, well, we know what political ad to show you next. So you see Trump, yeah, cool, he's doing this or that. Okay, well, we know what to show you or what not to show you next. Because remember, their whole objective is to keep you on their platform longer. Why? To show you more ads. Why? Because that's how they make money. So they really, they really like to just track everybody and just use all of the information. And of course, tracking all of this information and having all of this data to be able to sell to companies, because they are able to sell it, it's just another reason for people to buy ads through their company. Oh, look how wonderful Google ads are. We can put your ad everywhere. We'll bring in this much more traffic to your business, to your website, to your whatever, to your cause, your organization. Look how great it can be. And they're doing it by tracking everybody. Oy vey. All right, so let's look and see if they have, let's refresh and see if they have the stream up yet. No? Oh, they're gonna make me so mad. No, they better have it up. Oh, Mount. Of course. I am so used to everything that the government puts out being on Eastern Standard Time, because obviously that is where Congress and everything is located, and the Senate and the House. This is a committee. Okay, so this is going to be at 11 o'clock my time. So that's in 2 hours. That's in 2 hours, you guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. And I will just start it back up again whenever they, go to do it. So sorry about that, but at least I guess we got all of the information regarding it out of the way, and I'll just change the title, and that'll be that. So thanks for joining so far. Let me see. Thank you guys, and make sure that you subscribe to us and turn on bell notifications so that you can be notified when we go live later with that hearing. And also follow us on Twitter and Instagram. @GrowTheInfo is our name. And you can go to our website, growtheinfo.com, for all kinds of good press releases and information. And I was about to look and see quickly. And see if there's any kind of new crazy breaking information that I'll just go ahead and get out of the way, I guess, since I'm already on here. Okay. Alright, so this is interesting. Can I view this as a web page? No, I can't. Okay, that's okay. I'll just go ahead and show it to you guys anyway. Is it in the right thing? Yes, it is. Alright, so this is interesting. This was sent to me from the Department of State, establishment of the Center of Analytics. You guys on the right thing? Yeah, you are. Okay. Actually has to kind of go along with what we were talking about, right? The Department of State is pleased to announce the launch of the Center for Analytics, the department's first official enterprise-level data and analytics hub. CFA transforms data into bold insights to help more than 75,000 department employees, from the action level to the secretary, make better policy and management decisions to achieve America's diplomatic mission. Led by the department's first ever Chief Data Officer, CFA leads data management and analytics efforts and outfits employees with the latest tools, training, and technologies. It outfits them with the latest technologies, so 5G, that's what that means. This unique asset helps U.S. diplomats use analytics to address key challenges, such as prioritizing issues for diplomatic engagement and aligning department resources with U.S. foreign policy priorities. CFA is already shaping the department's congressional engagements, informing bilateral relationships, forecasting 5G security trends, tracking the activities of our adversaries, and revealing novel ways to address policy challenges. As directed by the President's management agenda, the future of U.S. foreign policy hinges on intelligently leveraging data as a strategic asset. Intelligently leveraging data as a strategic asset. So your data is not like your right. It is not yours. It's not, well, then again, I mean, they're talking about diplomatic mission, and they're seeming like it might seem with other countries. But this will, of course, apply to our country as well. And it would be kind of ridiculous of them to say, well, the people in other countries, they don't have rights to their privacy and data and stuff, even though we're based in the U.S., but, U.S. citizens do. If the U.S. is above that, then be above it. Launching CFA is the first step in the department's pursuit of becoming a federal leader in data management and analytics, as well as a global leader in applying data analytics to evaluate and refine foreign policy. CFA's establishment as the department's first enterprise-wide data analytics venture represents a strategic milestone for U.S. foreign policy. And then they have a link for more information. I'm going to have to read through this too. Not right now. I won't make you guys put up with that right now. I appreciate you guys being here thus far. Thank you. But that is very worrisome. So they are wanting this office to be in charge of using data strategically. So again, I mean, that makes it sound like something that's obviously going to be I mean, obviously, what they're saying is that the data is going to be used for political gain because diplomatic missions are, those are politically motivated because diplomacy is, that's politics. So they're going to be using data. They're going to be harvesting all of this data. They want to be a leader in it and using all of the analytics and the data to further their political agendas. Yay, 2020! Yay! So thank you for watching, everybody. My lighting, why does it keep getting darker? Thank you for watching, everyone, and oy vey. All right, you know what? Let me go ahead and link this thing right here. Obviously, I can't link the email, but I can link this where it says Office of Management Strategy and Solutions. This is from the U.S. Department of State, and this was released on December 21st, 2018. So that was a while ago that this was posted. And so now they have, I mean, obviously they were saying stuff in the past about it being a thing, and now it has officially begun. Welcome to your Minority Report Future. So here is the link in the chat room for that. And thank you all for watching and joining so much. Every time that you spend even, a short time here, I understand you guys can't stay. There's a lot of streams to watch, a lot of information, and we all have our own lives and our own things to do. And I really appreciate you guys choosing to come here and spend your time here, hitting the thumbs up button and sharing our streams and stuff with people that you know or on social media. It really, really helps with the algorithms because, as we were just talking about, the algorithms don't want to post stuff that is, too critical of the people that are giving them money. So a channel like this is not going to be promoted. It's not going to be shared at all. So thank you guys so much for trying to affect the algorithms. Every time that you do any kind of interaction on any channel, it does help boost the algorithms. And eventually, if YouTube is told, or Google or any of the other ones, if their analytics tell them, hey, everybody's watching Skywatch videos or everybody's watching this or that, they're going to try to figure out a way to make that advertiser friendly, or they're going to try to still put ads on it or whatever, because they're going to want to keep your eyeballs there. So what you watch makes a difference. But they're going to try to do their own thing with it too. So we'll see what they say later on. Again, so the stream that is going to be on this is going to be, let's see, it will be 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It will be 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, and it is 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So, I will see you guys later for that. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Remember to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. @GrowTheInfo is our name, and you can check out our website for all kinds of good information. There's the URL down there, growtheinfo.com. Thank you everyone so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Let's put on a song. Yeah, a song.
Mm.